Hey guys, welcome to a visual summary of what you have learned over the last days. And before we do that and have a look of how we can apply those things we learned, I would like to recap on something that is, I think, important when you think about visualization. The question of why should I care? First, visualization helps you to bring different types of people together. For example, the CEO over there, who's more maybe the visual person who sees people walking through their goals and achieving their goals. That's maybe a very visual person. On the other hand, the CFO, who's more an analytical person, crunching some numbers and wants to see the details. So those two people we bring together, we use words and pictures and combine them, right? Also, if you run meetings, don't stop writing meeting minutes. It's both meeting minutes and visualization. We bring those together to collaborate better. Another important thing is about our brain. We have two types of modalities we think, spatial thinking and analytical thinking. Two parts of our brain, I get them mixed up whether it's left hand or right brain, doesn't matter. The important thing is that we have different types of gear sets of how we think, and visualization helps you to engage more. For example, if you write notes, you have a kinesthetic feedback, and with drawing you do that and you learn through kinesthetic. Other things, you listen to me, like listen, hearing, saying, then you write down and read something. So you have different modalities. If you engage with different modalities, you have a higher chance of recognizing the important stuff. And this helps not only you, but also the people you lead when you are a leader who engages all those modalities of his peers. So the next thing we'd like to do is to recap and show you what you have learned and actually how much that already is and how far it can go if you come then to the 60-day program, where the first 2 days are in the training room, the Picablo basics, where you learn to reactivate your drawing skills on the next level after this year. So I already explained that Picablo is a systematic approach to drawing, and I show you what I mean by showing you different types of entities we use in visualization. One is containers, and you have heard about them and you will notice that in a second. So what do we mean with containers in Picablo? Well, in Picablo we have different types of containers, but you have learned three, and this is the speech bubble, the guest bubble, and the fact bubble. And there are more, and if you come to the training you will learn tons more, and this will help you to explain your ideas in words and pictures. The first thing we had were the guest bubble. The second thing is the normal speech bubble. Right. And last but not least, we had the fact bubbles, when something is locked in, a statement, a fact that looks like this. So those three containers are the most used ones, and there are more, and if you come to the training you will learn tons more. The next thing we had a look at are figures. Figures are the bread and butter, because those speech bubbles there, they don't float in mid-air. They belong to someone, to a team, to an audience. So let's put that up. And here is your man again you drew and practiced with me. Right, and the next thing was the team. So the team is a very essential thing for modern organizations and the core and powerhouse of many organizational structures. And last but not least, you have to present something maybe to a group, to a big audience, to the world, and we visualize an audience. Here's your audience again, and let's put that up. Et voila, you have now the most important things, containers and figures. So some people do something, say something, think something, and make decisions and act. This is a very essential thing. There was one more thing, and this was the arrow. The arrow is here or here, and let's put one up. And one thing we haven't practiced in those videos, and you will learn this in the training room when we do the bus stop technique, it's a learning module we have in the training, are the pictograms, or also called the icons. And those pictograms are part of the icon box, and you might have seen a couple of those. And I show you the three ones that I think are the most, well, they are most used one from my use. So when figures are the subject of our visual grammar, then the pictograms are definitely our objects. So with those assets, we can tell complex stories and are well prepared to do that. And the one icon or pictogram I've used most in my career so far, and probably many of you too, is the light bulb. Ka-ching! So the light bulb is something that it's pretty easy to draw, and let's put that up. The second most important icons I have used in my career, and by my career I mean IT, internet, and all sorts of finance things behind that, are actually a computer where people develop code. So here is my laptop. By the way, there are several laptops, and the one I drew is in our Aussie icon set. I put in a show note, you can buy as well. The other one, it's the Usmo Picablo light bulb, and it's the light bulb and the fastest I can draw. Last but not least, when we develop code, we often ship, we often present, and for that an icon I have used tons of time is actually the present, because feedback is a present, a release of software is a present. So let's have a look at a present. Here's the Picablo icon for a present, and this is a present to you. Practice that, it's very simple, just a square across and two ellipse. Right, with that you have already a big piece of the structure of Picablo on the wall, the visual grammar that holds it together and actually makes it to a systematic approach. Similar to writing English or German or any other language, you have some grammar that holds it together and makes sense. There's one more thing that is about the layout and how you structure content, and I summarize this as the story. So a plot or a story is then when you put those together and have some logic around. And I think it's time that I show you what I mean and present to you one little story. Please meet Dave. Dave is a software developer who has a new product idea. He explains the idea to his team, the team thinks about it, and they decide they love it. They build the feature, and just a couple of weeks later, they ship it to the market. The market responds and is over the top. They love the feature, and the NPS goes through the roof. And with that, I would like to thank you for being part of this quick video. If you want to watch again how to draw those 10 shapes, you can press actually on the website on each of that a YouTube video with each individual module will open again and you see this shape again. I would like to invite you to have a look at our website, check out the training program, and we look forward to see you inside the training room or inside the organization. Have a good one.